Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to Sew with Mediva. And if you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you for sticking to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this trending handkerchief flare skirt, and I made use of 2 yards of African print fabric. If you find this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. So like I said earlier, I made use of 2 yards of this beautiful African print fabric. You can also make use of a crepe fabric, a silk fabric, or even a thick chiffon fabric for this skirt. I have my threads, I have my cutter, I have my tape rule, my pins and my pin holder, and I also have my pattern master. All my sewing tools are from Temu. I'm going to leave the link of the product in the description box, and I also have my elastic band for the waist of the skirt. So guys, I have the 2 yards of fabric cut out already and it's folded. So remember, the length of the Ankara fabric is usually 45 inches, and this will not be enough for the length of my skirt. So I'm going to increase the length of my Ankara fabric by joining another fabric to it. But if you're working with crepe fabric or any other fabric that comes by 60, you don't need to do this because the length will be enough for your skirt. So I've gone ahead to extend the length of my fabric, and you can see that it is barely obvious. So next thing I'm going to do is to fold the 2 yards of fabric this way. So fold it very well, making sure that all the sides are equal. You can even go ahead to iron it out if you have the time. After folding into two, I'm going to further fold it into four like this. Take your time to fold it very well so that all the sides are equal. After folding, you can see that we have this upper part completely closed, we have this side open but folded, and then we have the remaining parts opened as well. So I'm going to come over to this completely closed part of my fabric, and then I'll turn it over so that it faces me this way. So locate the apex of your fabric on the fold, because that's where we're going to take all the measurements from. So since the skirt has an elastic band, we're going to be working with the hip measurement and not the waist measurement, so that the skirt can pass through the hip easily, since it's not going to have any zipper. So the hip measurement I'm working with is 44 inches, and then I'm going to divide it by 6.28. 6.28 is a constant. So any hip measurement you're using to make your own, just go ahead to divide it by 6.28. So 44 now divided by 6.28 is 7 inches for me. So I'm going to place my tape rule at the apex of the fabric and take that 7 inches all around to form a curve. So whatever you got after dividing by 6.28, go ahead to mark it all around this way to form a curve. So this is going to serve as the waistline of our skirt, then connect the points together. After doing that, the next thing is to mark out the full length of the skirt. So the full length of this skirt is 17 inches, but I'm going to be having a waistband of 1.5 inches. You can decide to make your waistband bigger, it just depends on what you want. So I'll place my tape rule 1.5 inches above the waistline to mark the full length of the skirt, which is 17 inches. So it depends on how long you want your skirt to be. That's going to determine how much extra fabric you're going to add to the base of your fabric. I hope you guys understand. So to that 17 inches, I'm going to add extra 1.5 inches for the hemming allowance and also the joining allowance for the waistband. Then I'll come over to the other side, just as you can see, and then still place my tape rule 1.5 inches above the starting line to mark 18.5 inches. So I just want to confirm if I have the same thing on this side, 18.5 inches. So after marking, I'm going to measure what I have all the way from the apex of the fabric to the full length of the skirt, which is 25.5 inches. So normally if we're making a circle skirt or a normal peplon, we're going to just go ahead and mark that 25.5 all around to form a curve. But since it's a handkerchief flare we are making, I'm going to mark that 25.5 inches to create a square. So from this point, I'm going to come down by 25.5 inches. And then from the other side as well, I'm going to also mark 25.5 inches. I hope you guys understand. So with that, you're going to create like a square. By the time you connect all the points together, you should have a square. So I'll take my ruler now and just connect the points together. So this is the trick on how to achieve your handkerchief flare. Then I'll connect this point again all the way down. So after joining all the points together, this is what it looks like. You should also have something that looks like this. So it looks like a triangle and also a square depending on the angle that it is facing. So if it was a normal circle, to just go around like this instead of this V shape that we have. The next thing we want to do is to use our rotary cutter to cut it out. So I'll start from the waist and then I'll take this side and also take the other side. So after cutting, this is what we have. So on the waistline, I'll notch the two folded sides of my fabric and then open it up. This is going to help you know the midpoint and the sides. So when you open up, you're going to have something that looks like this. You can see it's in form of a square, and then when you try to hold it down, you can see the handkerchief flare effect at the base of the skirt. The next one we want to work on is the waistband. So remember, the width of our waistband is 1.5 inches, and I cut out this fabric. So when I open it up, the fabric is 4 inches wide. So I ironed in half an inch on both sides and I have 3 inches left. Then I folded it again into two. Then I have my 1.5 inches for my waistband. And the length of this fabric is my hip measurements, which is 44 inches plus 1 extra inch for joining. So I have 45 inches in length. So I'll turn the waistband this way to close up the edge using that 1 inch allowance I added. I'll just go ahead and stitch it using half an inch. So when I'm done, I'll show you guys. So after stitching, this is what we have. The next thing we want to do is to attach the waistband to the skirt, and we're going to start from the wrong side. So first of all, I'll fold my waistband into two equal parts and then mark the midpoint towards the opened angle. I'll just use my chalk to highlight the midpoint. So on the wrong side of my skirt, I'm going to place the waistband, the center point of the waistband facing the notched point this way, and then I'll open up that half an inch allowance, then pin it down. Then I'll go ahead to pin it all the way around it. So you can see that the right side of my band is facing the wrong side of my skirt, and I'm just pinning the half-inch allowance I ironed it all the way around. So after pinning the waistband to the waistline of my skirt, I'm going to go ahead and stitch it all around. I'll join it together using that half-inch allowance all around. So after that, I'll then flip the waistband to the right side this way and then go ahead to stitch it on the right side of my skirt. Go ahead to stitch it all the way around. So I'll leave a gap of about 1.5 inches to be able to pass in my elastic band. So when I'm done with that, I'll show you guys. So guys, after stitching the waistband to the skirt, this is what we have. You can see how beautiful it looks, and this is the gap I left to pass in my elastic band. So before we do that, I'm going to finish up the edges of my skirt. So for starting from this side, I'm going to fold it in twice and then go ahead to stitch it down. Then I'll come over to this side. I'll do the same thing all around it. And then I'll show you guys. After I finished up the edges, this is what we have. The next one we want to work on is the elastic band on the waistline. So you're going to be using your waist circumference for this. So my round waist measurement is 33 inches. So I'll subtract 4 inches from 33 inches. So I'm going to use 29 inches as the length of my elastic band. So I'll pass my pin through the elastic band this way and then into the space that I left. So just keep moving your pin with the elastic band all the way till it comes out from that same spot. So I'll just go ahead to use my hand to just adjust the elastic band, and then I'll take it to the sewing machine now and join the two pieces together. After joining, I'll fit it into the waistband and then close it up. So when I'm done with all of that, I'll show you guys. So guys, after inserting, this is what we have. You can see how beautiful the skirt looks already. So to keep our elastic band in place, we're going to go ahead and stitch on the waistline. You can decide to add a rope to yours if you want, but for mine, I'm going to just stitch on the elastic band all the way around it to keep it in place. So when you are stitching on your elastic band, don't forget to always pull it so that it maintains the stretch when you are done. So just follow what I'm doing in the video, pull the elastic band, then stitch on it all the way around. So after stitching, you can see that the stretch is still there. So if you don't do this very well, you're going to lose the stretch on the waistline of your skirt. So guys, this is what we end this video for today. I hope you found it useful and I hope you learned something new. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, share to your loved ones, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.